we are following breaking news tonight after a United Airlines flight from SFO to Japan was diverted to LAX after one of its tires fell off. And remarkably, it was caught on video. Take a look. This video shows United Flight 35 taking off before losing that tire. This was around 11:35 this morning. You can see the tire just come falling right off the plane just seconds after the flight gained some air.
Now, on the ground, that tire actually fell onto a car parked in an employee parking lot just outside of SFO. Now, after it hit some cars, the tire ended up several feet away in the center of the lot. I mean, somebody could have gotten hurt, but luckily no one did. Now, the tire did come to rest dozens of feet away. Let's show you the map, the distance between that lot where it fell and actually where the airport is.
Tonight, we do have team coverage from San Francisco. Cull has reaction from airline experts, but first, Sergio Quintana has the latest details on, Sergio, this bizarre incident.
Yeah, Garvin, that United Airlines flight headed to Japan took off from SFO runway 28 right. That runway ends just on the other side of this parking lot, and that tire, as it came off of that jet, as was mentioned, it landed on a couple cars, bounced, and then landed in this lot right here, which is a rental car lot. I did talk with an employee who happened to be outside when this all happened. He says it's not unusual, of course, to hear the roar of the jets as they are taking off from this runway. It is very unusual, however, to hear a loud crunch as that tire smashed into some cars. This is the exact moment the tire from that United Boeing 777 came off the rear landing gear just seconds after the plane took off. You can see it drop just before the rest of the landing gear was retracted. You can see the end of the runway is right there. The tire from the plane came off just as that big 777 took off. It landed on these two cars and the fence and then bounced into that lot. From Sky Ranger, you can see that massive tire's final resting spot at a rental car parking lot. Police officers kept an eye on it as part of what will be an investigation into why and how this happened. Eric Ramos says the tire also damaged a Tesla inside the lot. He's stunned. What did everybody say when they heard that it was a tire that came off, or when they saw it?
Oh, they were like, oh, something just fell off the plane. No one knew what it was until it was over there. I thought my coworkers were joking around, and I was like, there's no way a tire came off. But yeah, stuff happens. Incredibly, no one was injured on the ground when the tire came crashing down. While we were on site, we did see a United employee taking pictures of the damage. The large tire bounced onto a rental car agency lot, and police were able to get to it pretty easily. It has since been removed from the scene here. Now again, that flight took off at about 11:30 this morning, which luckily is at about the time that a lot of the people who park these cars, or who have their cars parked here, are at work. And that's one of the reasons why there was hardly anyone around when that tire came off of that plane. Reporting live at SFO, I'm Sergio Quintana, NBC Bay Area News.
Thank you, Sergio. Now, when something like this happens, immediately questions are whether it's an isolated incident and how much danger were any of the passengers in. We asked NBC Bay Area's Cull to find the answers, and Ian joins us now live from SFO. Ian, what have you learned?
Yeah, well, Garvin, I talked with two aviation experts with decades of airline pilot experience. Both could not stress enough how incredibly rare this is, and both gave their thoughts on what went wrong. Tonight, big questions being raised about how a tire could fall off an international flight as it took off from SFO bound for Japan. United 35 out of SFO was quickly diverted to LAX and landed safely. The experts say what happened today is unusual, to say the least.
It's remarkable that this happened at all. Fortunately, no one was injured.
We spoke with pilot and former SFO spokesman Mike McCarran about what went wrong with the Boeing 777 aircraft. We asked if he thinks this is a Boeing issue or a United one.
It's like you bought a Chevy 2-3 years ago and the wheel came off. Who's maintaining your car for you at that time? So this is where I think they're really be focusing on United's maintenance procedures and look at their paperwork and see where things happen. Now, if they point to a structural problem, then you're going to get Boeing involved as far as the builder of the aircraft.
Doug Rice flew for commercial airlines for 42 years. He says luckily the plane has 6 tires on each side and is capable of landing without one of those wheels, but there are still concerns something else could be damaged until you actually land safely.
which is also why they didn't move the airplane off the runway. They put it to a stop. They left the airplane there. The fire department came out, airport operations came out, and that's also why they towed the airplane to the gate, because they didn't want to risk any problems with the aircraft.
Records show the plane was delivered from Boeing to United 22 years ago. Investigators from the FAA and NTSB will be inspecting the plane and the wheel itself to try and find out how this happened. Meanwhile, United said in a statement it is grateful to the pilots and flight attendants for their professionalism and the crews who assisted on the ground. As for the passengers on that flight, we are told that they will depart on a different United plane from LAX to go to Osaka, Japan tonight at around 6:30. Live at SFO, Cull, NBC Bay Area News.